talking it up. We are talking it up. We are talking it up. We are talking it.
Hello and welcome to the Talking It Up Show. I'm Arlene Edwards.
And I'm Jordan Sherman.
It is so great to be here today. We're in a new studio.
New studio.
The Green Light Studio.
Yeah.
Plug 1030 Reynolds Street in Augusta, GA, and everything is convenient to where we are.
That's right.
And I just really appreciate Morgan and Trey. Shout out to Morgan and Trey.
It's been a good ride. All of our listening audience and those who are participating and sponsoring and sharing with us have been talking about the goodness of the show, so we're excited.
We are excited, and we're going into our second year of the television show and broadcasting in its totality 10 years. 10 years.
It doesn't even seem like it now.
No, because we had a good time doing it.
That's what they say. It flies when you're having fun.
When you're having fun. And I noticed that you all have noticed that we're noticeably thinner. And what did you say? That
we've been practicing what we preach. You know? when you finally get a chance to pull away from some of this craziness that's going on and find that balance in your life, it's a lot easier, you know, to move on with your goals. And I know one of the goals for me is being flat out.
Hey,
I got a little bit longer to go, but I'm going to be there for sure.
But I think you're there.
Well, thank you.
You know, you have to get to a point that you're satisfied. But for those of us that are on the outside looking in,
right. I hope that a lot of our listening audience is also having, this is the time of the year where everybody's on New Year's resolutions. And I don't know how well we do with keeping those resolutions.
I don't even talk about it.
Yeah, I've stopped making it as like a New Year's resolution. It's like a life resolution.
It's a great marketing tool. I always believe that whenever you decide to make the change, that's your new year. It doesn't have to be January. It doesn't have to be April. On the Jewish calendar, the beginning of their year is April. But whenever you make the decision to make the change, that's your new year.
You know, that actually could be a topic by itself.
Well, let's do it.
Like making your new year.
Let's not do it today because we already have something. And I noticed that you had on Periscope about tips on being happy.
Yeah.
And I think it's so needed right now. So I know that you're going to get into that in your life coaching. Tanasia Green is the executive producer of the show, and we were in a furniture store doing what girls do. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
I won't say it.
But as we were going through the aisles, this lady said, I just saw you. And I was wondering if she said she just saw us in another area of the store because I didn't get it. She said, I just saw the show. And she said, you probably didn't do any housework when you were growing up. I was like, did we talk about that on the show? I'm trying to go back and think what we talked about, and we didn't. But she said she noticed that my knees didn't have any scars.
She managed to see that from the camera.
She managed to see that from the camera. So in saying that and the changes that we've made, we never know what people are looking at and what inspiration they pull from that. So we're going to get into the show. I'm going to get out of the way so that we can get things going. You're going to do your life coaching, and it's going to be on the tips of happiness.
Yes.
But I got a tip before we go.
All right.
Baking soda.
Baking soda.
It's a great exfoliant.
That's the trick to the knees.
It's the trick to the knees.
So there you go, precious sister, whoever you were that wanted to know
trick
how
to
these
the knees.
knees got like this. Baking soda.
And you make a little paste, and you just lightly rub it over your body. You can use it on your face. You can use it everywhere.
You know, it's amazing what's available to us in these natural compounds and home remedies and so on. I would encourage people to do their fair share of research, but it's just amazing when you can hear these type of things and know that, look, it doesn't cost any money. You don't have to go get any surgery. It's just something you did to yourself.
Something you did to yourself. And my mom didn't make me do housework. Lots. And some of it was on my knees. We're going to go to a break.
Yes.
And we'll be right back after the break. And we have Dr. LaMarcus Hudson with us today. And he is a published author. And he's going to talk about some of the books that he bought. He is the founder of Greater Faith. Augusta International.
Great pastor, yeah.
Great pastor, you know, great. Just being in his presence, you just want to stay there. And Norma Miller, Living Dolls.
Yes, beautiful dolls.
You never get too old to play with dolls.
Look, make me want to buy some for my children.
Do it.
We're working on this.
Do that. We'll do all of that. We'll be right back after the break. Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is a perfect place for your baby or bridal shower, weddings and receptions. Need a private executive day office, a virtual office? Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is the perfect location. Conveniently located to downtown and south side of Aiken, Savannah Riverside, Augusta Airport, and Interstate 20. Let Rich and Evelyn put the Midas touch to your special event. Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is located 640 Old Airport Road in Aiken, South Carolina. Call 803-226-0504.
Fly Augusta Regional Airport. It's good for the community.
Before I fly, I always check flyags.com.
Fly local, fly global.
It's my hometown airport with worldwide jet service.
Easy in, easy out.
Lower fares. better reliability.
Fast, friendly, secure.
Every time you fly out of Augusta Regional Airport, you're supporting our community.
Augusta Regional Airport. Fly there, fly home.
We are talking it up. We are talking it up. We are talking it up. We are talking it.
We are back, and I am excited to have, I know he's young, but I consider this young man my dad, Dr. LaMarcus Hudson. He's the founder of Greater Faith of Augusta International. And you can see with the books that I have on my lap, published author, successful published author. Dr. Hudson, welcome to the Talking It Up show.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here.
The pleasure is all mine. I am excited that you're here. The moment that you walked in the studio, it's like, oh my God, you're here. You're here. So I know that this is going to be a great, great show today and a great segment. I'm holding in my hand one of the books that you've authored, Chief Meditation Chronicles. Tell us about this book and what the inspiration was.
This book is a book that gives people revelation and inspiration for every day. It's 365 days of revelation and quotes from the Holy Ghost to inspire people to be edified and exalted throughout their day, because there's so many people that are looking for inspiration and need encouragement.
Yeah. Now, in saying that, and you referenced the Holy Ghost, can someone that is unchurched pick this book up and read it and feel that spirit of the book?
Yes, ma'am. It is something in there for everybody. It's not strictly just church oriented. It is for the total man. And it's for everybody.
And I think that's why, we're hurting. We're seeing so much turmoil right now. It's because there's a sense of hopelessness. And, just holding it and looking at the title, Chief Meditation Chronicles, I've started meditating. I've always done it, but not disciplined. You do it when you get time. Meditation has to be something that you're disciplined to do, and you set the time to do it.
Right.
So before I get out of the bed, I sit up. And it's a part of my waking up process, and I meditate. And I remember the things that I've seen while I'm dreaming, or thoughts that I had right before I'm going to sleep. And it gets me prepared for my day.
Right.
So I can see that this can help people get prepared for the day and for life.
Right. And it also can inspire them to be goal-oriented.
Yeah.
Can inspire them to be destiny-driven.
Saying that, do you think that people have gotten away from setting goals and they're just aimlessly going through life?
Yes, ma'am. It's almost like their lives have become a loop that repeat the same old cycle.
Yeah.
But without having inspiration, then you don't have nothing to work towards. You tolerate your life instead of celebrate your future.
Wow. Powerful, powerful. In saying that you're published, if anybody would like to get the book, they can go to Amazon.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Or all the other outlets where you can purchase a book.
Yes, ma'am. You can get it from Amazon, or you can go to Create Space, or you can go to Barnes and Nobles.
Wow.
And ask for, just give them my name, and they have a few of my books, at least 5 of them in the registry.
That is powerful. That is powerful. Such a wisdom. Now, you said something to me before we start airing, that you had these 3 books.
Yes, ma'am.
You gave birth to these 3.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you compiled these 3 into this one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What was the inspiration for doing that?
Because a lot of people don't have have what I call wisdom voices in their life, where people can speak into their life, and that would be an outlet for them to have motivation. A lot of people come from broken families, and some of them have been said, negative things have been said to them all their lives, and they hardly ever pick up anything that's positive. So I want to use that as an outlet to get them synergy towards them getting on the right road to do what they need to do.
That is powerful, Dr. Hudson. I shared with someone the other day, and they looked at me as if I was strange or being arrogant. When my children were real small and they were in arms, and they really could not articulate to me their experience.
Yes.
When people said, "Can I hold your baby?" and I would say, "No, they're too young for you to hold." I do know that people, when they are holding children, they make comments. Oh, well,
Right.
you don't look like your dad. I don't know who this baby is.
Wow.
It might be the mailman's baby
Right.
or the
Awesome.
milkman's baby. They do say things,
Right.
and we don't know how far back children can remember. So that I didn't have to go back and undo that damage. I was
Right.
very, very guarded
Right.
and protective of just people holding my children. Not to say that they would maliciously do something,
Right.
but people are people, and they
Right.
do make comments, and
Right.
those comments can have either a positive or an adverse effect on you.
Yes, ma'am. I agree. And it puts me in a mind of a book that I didn't have with me today in the studio.
Yeah.
But they can get it. They can get it on Amazon. It's called Overcoming Word Hurt.
Oh, I love that.
Overcoming Word Hurt. Overcoming Word Hurt. You can get it on Amazon, and this book deals with breaking labels off of your identity.
Wow, I'm going to have you come back, a lot of other times, because there's a lot that I believe that you need to share and impart. And that, along with this book and the other books that I'm holding in my lap, can help people navigate through that maze of labels that people say you're not smart enough.
Yes, ma'am.
You're too dark.
Yes, ma'am.
Your hair is too kinky, or you came
Yes.
from the other side of the tracks. And I watched the life story about James Brown.
Right.
And when I knew about James Brown, he's already being
Right.
known,
Right.
but to watch his beginnings
Yes.
and how he was rejected and how he had to live, he never was able to have those labels taken off.
Right.
You can see that he relived those.
Right.
And even listening to it in his music, you can hear the pain of that. So we definitely have to have you come back,
Right.
and let's deal with that. I have a question to ask you.
Yes, ma'am.
As a founder of an international ministry.
Yes, ma'am.
International means that you travel.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were sharing with me the other day about the things that you're doing in other countries.
Yes, ma'am.
You're providing food and water and clothes and all of that. Tell
Yes,
us a
ma'am.
little bit about that.
We have what we call the Kenyan 5,000, and the Kenyan 5,000 is a mission where we are sending 5,000 of my books over there to Kenyans. We have started evangelistic school over there. We are giving them clothes,
Yeah.
books, Bibles, and also seeds to plant in the ground because it's a fertile soil in Kisii Town, Kenya. And we also have about 15 churches over there.
Oh my
in the
God.
Kenya area, in Kisii Town, and also in Nairobi,
Wow.
Kenya, and we have 3 churches that are in Paris, France. So,
Wow. So that's my lead in to the next question I'm going to ask you. What's the role of the church in the 21st century?
well, the role of the church in the 21st century has definitely shifted. A lot of people are fighting against the next move of God. The role of the church in the 21st century is to have father-son relationship. There's a passage in Corinthians that Paul said that you have 10,000 instructors but not many fathers.
Yeah.
So the role of the church, I believe, is tied to that scripture and tied to Ephesians 4 to train, equip, and deploy, to raise, rear, release, to stir, stimulate, and to steer sons of God into the right direction. Because Jesus' ministry was to have a line, a lineage, and to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
And that's why our government have corrupted the church so much and got us hooked on blessings instead of inheritance.
Yeah, that is powerful. That is powerful. We talked about the church, but we didn't give the address and the service times, and I would be remiss to let you leave here and not give the viewing audience that information that where the church is located in the service times.
The church is located at 2403 Millersville Road, Augusta, Georgia, 30904. And the service time is at 11 a.m. every Sunday, and every Tuesday we have Word Up.
Word up.
That's what we call it, Word
So it's
Up.
not Bible study.
No, ma'am,
It's
Word Up.
Word up. So you can get strapped up. Chief Meditation Chronicles, Revelation for Inspiration, Dr. LaMarcus Hudson. You need to get all of these books and put them in your library and feast on these. I guarantee you, you would be forever changed and inspired. Dr. Hudson, I love and appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. And we're going to see more of you. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back after the break. Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is a perfect place for your baby or bridal shower, weddings, and receptions. Need a private executive day office, a virtual office? Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is the perfect location. Conveniently located to downtown and south side of Aiken, Savannah Riverside, Augusta Airport, and Interstate 20. Let Rich and Evelyn put the Midas touch to your special event. Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is located 640 Old Airport Road in Aiken, South Carolina. Call 803-226-0504.
Fly Augusta Regional Airport. It's good for the community.
Before I fly, I always check flyags.com.
Fly local, fly global.
It's my hometown airport with worldwide jet service.
Easy in, easy out.
Lower fares.
Better reliability.
Fast, friendly, secure.
Every time you fly out of Augusta Regional Airport, you're supporting our community.
Augusta Regional Airport. Fly there, fly home.
Talking it up. We are talking it up. We are talking it up. We are talking it.
We're back, and we have the privilege of being live in studio with Norma Miller, Norma's Living Dolls. Welcome to the Talking It Up show.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. You know what I thought about this morning, anticipating this interview? You never get too old to play with dolls.
You sure don't.
But these dolls are just not what you go to a store and just pull off the shelf and they put it in a plastic bag and you bring it home. No. This is a whole lot more involved because, as you can see, this doll is coming out of a magnolia flower. Correct. So tell us about the inspiration of Norma's Living Dolls.
It came from a very desolate place. I hate to keep saying that when people ask me. Yeah. But I was in a very bad space. Yeah. But God met me right there that day. And again, I have to say, I don't know where it came from. It's supernatural. Yeah. Supernatural. And I was looking at the leaves of the magnolia tree, and they were just simply gorgeous to me. And it took my mind off of all of the other things that was going on in my spirit at the time. And there it was. I said, I bet that'll look nice as a dress.
And the reason why I'm laughing, I've seen tons of magnolia leaves, but seeing leaves and thinking dress, no. So that's why I know that this is divinely inspired. Absolutely. Because you are so talented with your hands, and you have the vision to be able to take something that we are in awe of, we'll leave it behind. You'll come behind us and can see the beauty and then construct something as a doll, living doll. This is beautiful.
And I get such a joy out of doing them. I lose sleep thinking about how I can,
next inspiration.
How I can do the next one and how it'll look. But again, it gives me peace in the midst of some real turbulent times.
Oh my God.
Real challenging times. And you ought to see I have lots of them now.
Well, we're gonna change that.
I have lots.
We're gonna change that because I know when our audience sees these dolls, Norma's Living Dolls, that your website probably will crash, your phone will blow up. They will be tracking you down because these are one of a kind. They're not mass produced, and that's the beauty of it. You took painstaking time to make sure that you picked the right leaf for the right doll.
Each one uniquely different, I promise.
Wow.
Yes.
About how much time does it take you on average? Because I know it's different from doll to doll.
And it will, and I cannot manufacture time like that because what I get out of it is such a peace. I don't rush. But I'm maybe an hour or two.
Are you serious?
Maybe an hour or two. That's getting up, moving around, changing my thought process and trying out something else, or that leaf didn't work. Let me walk over in the yard and see if there's another leaf that might fit in this spot.
Oh my God.
Which sounds a little bizarre, but it's the truth. Well,
I can imagine that Van Gogh and Picasso, as they were creating their masterpieces, they could see the end product when they looked at the canvas. So you can pretty much see the end product as you are looking and selecting the right leaf for the right doll.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
Thank you.
I want you to tell me about this doll.
This is one I've lost sleep over.
I see a heart.
Yeah, I've lost sleep.
They'll get a little shot later on. I'm looking at the guitars in the back and all of that.
Yeah, because this is my little girl from the praise team here.
Oh my God!
And I put a little Valentine's there because it was coming up to Valentine's, and I'm thinking, well, the best time to say I love you is today. Yeah. And so as she's singing her praises, the love is going out, and so this is sort of kind of where the inspiration for this came from. I didn't want to take a whole lot away from the doll herself, but that was a suggestion that I do something with the background. So these are still ideas coming forth.
Well, a process is ever evolving.
Yes.
So I get that. I get that. How can someone that's looking at us today get in touch with you to get one or several of these dolls? Because I know when you see them, you have someone in mind that this would be a great gift for.
Absolutely. Well, as you notice, most of them already have the labels on them, and they are numbered.
Wow.
They're authentically numbered.
Wow.
And that's how, if you're interested in having one or obtaining one for a loved one, I can give my email address.
Yeah, do that and give a telephone number or whatever you need to give for them to get in touch with you.
MyAngelFly@att.net.
MyAngelFly, FLY, at att.net.
att.net or 706 394-0394.
Awesome. And Morgan and Trey are real good about putting the information on the screen. But I really wanted you to articulate it while we're holding these dolls. And I thank you for doing this.
Oh, and I thank you for an opportunity.
Yeah, but it won't be the last time, because the next time we have you come back, you're going to bring some leaves, and we're going to watch you in action. It'll be, it won't be an hour, but we'll watch the process. I love it. I love it. And I love you.
I love you too, and I appreciate the opportunity
it is
share this with
pleasure. The world.
Thank you.
Norma's Living Dolls. You never get too old to play with dolls. So if you like to get one of these beautiful creations and just be inspired just by having it in your home. Morgan and Trey's going to put that information up there so you can get that. Norma, thank you so much, darling, for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to go to a break. I'm combing the hair and everything. Go to a break and we'll be right back after the break. Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is a perfect place for your baby or bridal shower, weddings and receptions. Need a private executive day office, a virtual office? Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is the perfect location. Conveniently located to downtown and south side of Aiken, Savannah Riverside, Augusta Airport, and Interstate 20. Let Rich and Evelyn put the Midas touch to your special event. Citizens Park Office and Conference Center is located 640 Old Airport Road in Aiken, South Carolina. Call 803-226-0504.
Fly Augusta Regional Airport. It's good for the community.
Before I fly, I always check flyags.com.
Fly local, fly global.
It's my hometown airport with worldwide jet service.
Easy in, easy out.
Lower fares. Better reliability.
Fast, friendly, secure.
Every time you fly out of Augusta Regional Airport, you're supporting our community.
Augusta Regional Airport. Fly there, fly home.
Talking it up. We are talking it up. We are talking it up. We are.
What's up, everybody? This is Jordan Sherman with your life coaching moment today. Today we're giving tips on happiness. So if you've been noticing, there's a lot always going on in our media. The challenge is when this stuff gets in your head, it affects your emotional state. So here's what I've learned to do. I want to give you this first tip. Choose your media, choose your news coverage wisely. If you really care about being happy, you got to understand it's an inside job. So here's what we're telling everybody right now. Select your news wisely, select your music wisely, pay close attention to your thoughts. If you can control your thoughts, I promise you it'll be a lot easier to control your emotional state. So much of our emotions simply come down to what we're spending our time thinking on. So scripturally, I learned it like this. Whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are of good report. If you learn to think on these things, your whole life will be a reflection of what you're thinking on. So today I want to tell you, family, happiness is an inside job. Choose your media, your news, and everything that's coming to you. Choose it wisely. Make it beautiful. Think on good stuff. Think on beautiful things and watch what happens to you. We would love to hear from you here. Let us know how things are going. If you're one of those people that have a hard time getting motivated or getting happy, find a life coach like myself or others to plug in with. You can always reach us. The information will drop down. You can email me at jordansherman@icloud.com and we'll get with you then. Thank you. Have a great day.
I took some notes when you were giving the goal setting, because I'm forever setting goals. Once you've attained that goal, it's time to set the next goal and attain that. But I had a great time today. We want to thank our guests. We want to thank you for being with us today. I want to thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I've never seen anybody that can just, without a timer, just hit it.
Well, listen, as long as it's being a positive contribution to our family, that's what we're most concerned about, that people are getting great stuff from our show. We want to hear about it. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. That's our show. Have a great weekend. We'll be right back. Same channel. Same bat channel. Next week. Have a great weekend.
We are talking it up. 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 We are